Hello everyone, my name is John Cassity, and today we are exploring Detroit's largest abandoned high school, also known as Cooley High School. This massive school has many amazing architectural elements, and as we go along, I will be giving you the history of the building. In the 1920s, Detroit's public school system was growing at an unprecedented rate. While downtown had a long history of higher education, starting with Cass Technical High School, options in the suburban parts of the city were more limited. On the northwest side of the city, Burns Elementary School served as a partial high school, with 350 students enrolled in 9th and 10th grade studies in 1926. To relieve overcrowding and to provide 11th and 12th grades locally, the Board of Education began planning for a 3-story high school at the corner of Thankyou and Hubbell Avenues. Even as the school was under construction in 1927, the district realized that enrollment would far outstrip the design capacity of 1,500 students, and additional units were planned. The first unit of the Thomas M. Cooley High School was completed and opened in September of 1928 at a cost of $750,000. Right now we are checking out the auditorium, which recently burned down in 2017. More on that later. The school was an architectural masterpiece, designed by the firm of Donaldson and Meyer in the Spanish Baroque style with orange Flemish Bond brick and ornamental terracotta features. Cooley's floor plan, which featured an E shape that put the classrooms in the outer wings that connected to a central core that housed the auditorium, library, offices, and athletic facilities, was duplicated in other high schools built throughout the city. Thomas M. Cooley, the school's namesake, had been Chief Justice of the Michigan Supreme Court Justice from 1864 to 1885.
This must have been like their trophy cases. Don't it look like it?
The first addition to the school was a 1,000-seat auditorium in 1930, followed by a gymnasium and pool in 1931. Enrollment quickly grew to over 3,400 students, making it one of the biggest high schools in the city.
That's like the ticket booth right there. That's pretty cool. So here's another stairway, which we'll probably come back and check out here in a minute, guys. We're gonna go check out the rest of the front floor.
In 1961, the demographic makeup of 40 schools in northwest Detroit around Cooley was less than 1% black, largely a result of attendance boundaries that had been drawn to exclude black neighborhoods. But by 1968, black enrollment in the Cooley constellation had risen to 52%, and court-mandated integration was rolled out across the district. The school board redrew Cooley's attendance boundaries to decrease segregation in 1967, and overnight the previous majority of white school became mixed, half black, half white. The shifting demographics of Detroit and the social changes that came with it were felt most strongly in the public school systems. And Cooley continued to struggle with racial issues, leading to sit-ins by students in 1971 to protest disciplinary policies.
Some kind of... Oh, this was the cafeteria. There's the... like where you get your trays. It's pretty cool.
In 1973, Principal Walter Jenkins, a graduate of Miller High School and former defensive end for Detroit Lions football team, took over and began steering the school in a different direction. Under Jenkins, the school focused on improving discipline and academic programs, hiring new teachers that invested in reaching students from different backgrounds. The construction of the Delbert E. Roberts Vocational Wing in 1972 reduced overcrowding. Gangs were pushed out, and test scores improved through the 1980s.
Well, here's the editing suite. That's pretty cool. This must have been like where they'd edit the videos, maybe for like the school news or something, guys. It's pretty cool.
The school was considered one of the best in the city, a safe learning environment in a school district that was leaving behind many students.
Alright, well we found a set of stairs here, guys, so we're gonna go up, check out the second floor. I think there's also a third floor too, but I'm not sure yet. So we'll see what's here. Wow. All these like doors are different colors too. There's like blue, red. There's an office there. Imagine all the kids that went here. It's crazy.
By 1980, though, Detroit's public school was in the midst of a downward trend that would eventually lead to the state taking over on 2 different occasions. Cooley was one of the largest high schools in the state of Michigan, with over 3,400 students in 1983, and in 1989, that number had fallen to 2,500, and by 1997, it was 1,400. The closure of the nearby Redford High School in 2007, which sent some students to Cooley, briefly slowed the decline in enrollment, but by 2010, it was expected that enrollment would drop below 1,000 students.
This looks like the library, don't it? Yeah, I think this was the library. It smells like books too. It's dope. Oh, and that's odd. That door to go out's blocked. Here's the old elevator, guys. That's pretty sketch.
Though the school was losing students, the district was investing money into the increasingly empty building. The auditorium was renovated in 2004, the towers restored in 2006, and the roof was replaced as part of a $12.8 million in improvement renovation. A health clinic was added, and a vocational wing was converted into a special needs school.
And this place is like a maze. It's like, we don't know where we're going. Yeah. It's just like everything looks the same. Oh shit, here's the balcony. I was actually looking for this. Sweet. I think it's safe. Wow, look at this view. Yeah, can you believe that? Alright, well let's check out the rest of the school now, guys. Oh, so this is the library. That other one was just the media center then. Let's check this out. Wow. This is really cool, guys. This is the library. Look at all that woodworking. I wonder if we can... That's probably why it closed. It said maintenance costs and stuff were too much. We're gonna go up this creepy spiral staircase here. This is sketch. Wow, this is so cool. It's so sad all this wood and architecture is just going to waste here. So I think we're on the third or the fourth floor now, guys. Whoa. Look, this floor is like black from like a fire. Yeah.
That's why the paint's blue.
From the smoke damage, you think? Yeah.
If the fire was right here, and all the way up here, all the smoke went through here.
Oh, here's the
Floor and through here.
theater, guys, where they would play the movies. They would shine the projector down through here.
In 2010, Detroit Public Schools announced that it would be closing 42 schools due to low enrollment and high maintenance costs. Cooley High School was on the list. Despite renovations just a few years prior, the 83-year-old school had significant maintenance problems. Enrollment was barely 1,000 students in a building designed for 3,400. Over the protests of students and alumni who offered to revamp the school, Cooley was closed in June of 2010. Cooley High School's post-closure story differs from other cases in Detroit. Though the neighborhood around the school had lost some population, it remained active and watched over by the school closely. The running track and athletic fields continued to be used regularly for years, and the school was well secured.
What's crazy is this whole school, it's pretty trash, but it's all lined with like marble. The money that went into this place is insane. This might have been like a choir room, guys. It's kind of set up like that, maybe. Not real sure what this was used for.
But as time went on, the elements worked their way into the building. Paint began flaking off the walls in large sheets. Water began to pool on the new roof, and without routine maintenance, leaked through to the rooms below. Despite cameras and boards, scrappers slowly made inroads on the building's electrical systems, and whole parts of the building started to go dark. Police made arrests, but the district was watching over 70 vacant school buildings. Things began to fall apart.
This is the gymnasium then, guys. We just found it. Wow, and there's still one of these runaround tracks here. This is insane. I don't know if I should walk on it or not. Alright, well, let's go down to the rest of the gym now, guys. The gym's actually in pretty good shape, surprisingly, for how trash the rest of the school is. What? Oh, that's the reason why I've seen this before. When a floor pops like this, it's usually because like a water line bursts and it fills up the floor, and of course it's like down now, but yeah, it's from the moisture. Ain't that crazy, guys? There's like a big wave in the floor. Yeah, there is a basketball. The whole gymnasium floor has the waves, actually. This gymnasium is so cool, guys.
Over the winter of 2016 and the summer of 2017, the building declined significantly. Vandalism became a serious problem, with graffiti appearing on the walls inside and out.
Detroit Cooley up there. And their mascot must have been Cardinals.
On the morning of September 29th, 2017, the Detroit Fire Department was called to Cooley High School for a reported fire. Arriving companies found the auditorium fully engulfed in flames and quickly called for a second, then a third alarm. After several hours, they brought the blaze under control, but the damage had been done. Much of the auditorium had been destroyed by the fire, which had burned down all of the seats down to their metal frames. Firefighters kept the fire from spreading to other parts of the building, limiting it to just the auditorium.
Wow! The pool was under the gym.
While the fire did not appear to compromise the structural integrity of the building, it has dealt a major setback to any redevelopment. Since then, the building has fallen into deeper disrepair, but there are still talks of renovation in the future.
This is the locker room, guys. I'm assuming this is the men's and the women's is over here. Oh, here's all the lockers and stuff are in here. Wow, this is actually in pretty good shape still over here. Look, there's still some snacks in there from like years ago, guys. It's pretty crazy.
What's the cages for?
I was wondering that. I don't know why they have cages. I think this is like where they'd all sit before a game or something. Maybe like the other school would sit on this side of the fence. Street shoes not permitted in drying room. Oh, so this is a drying room here, guys. It's where you stand and dry off, I guess. Awkward, yeah. Alright, so back into the pool. And like we observed, this pool has like dividers here. And see, there's 2 deep ends. So it was probably like full Olympic size. And then they could separate it into just regular size for practice and stuff, which is definitely pretty cool. Very nice pool. The money that went into this place had to be really insane. And there was windows in here too, so it probably looked nice and bright in here. It's all boarded up now, but okay. Alright, we're gonna walk back this way now, guys. And I think that's gonna pretty much conclude the video, unless we find anything else. But I'll show you guys walking through. This pool, though, is really cool. I love old swimming pools for some reason. I think they're really cool. Old heater here.
Well, thank you all for watching my documentary and tour of the Cooley High School in Detroit, Michigan. Please leave a like, share, subscribe, comment, and I'll catch you all in the next video.